Hello, hello, and welcome back to NieR Replicant. Our schedule's been thrown off slightly by a slow-ass oven cooking pizza at, the same speed that it would cook if I left it on the fucking sidewalk. But here we are now. So, when we last left off, a couple things happened. We went to a junkyard in order to establish a blacksmith ally, and found two brothers, the older of which turned up the heat of the oven. It was technically at 400 degrees, which is what is recommended for the pizza, but it was just acting the fool. It took like an extra 6 minutes to make my pizza. Anyways, increase in sneeze. But when we last left off, we went to the junk heap, explored a pre-apocalypse military facility? Question mark. And upon doing that, we made our way to the Erie, where we recruited Kaine after defeating a giant, be-tittied, amputated chameleon. Not really sure what that was about, but that lizard did have titties. I have to learn the fucking control scheme again. There we go, that's how I move. Do we need to do anything here? Your oven runs a little cold as well? Damn. Sucks to be us, I guess. But we have a couple things to do today. We are going to be making our way to Facade. A place...
How does one reach the desert?
We need to head back to the village, then leave by the east gate.
I
both
imagine
love
a toad
and
such
hate
as myself will find an arid desert climate quite delightful.
Why do I find this place so lovely, yet so awful? Well, it's really rather simple. It is a desert civilization, which I have always found fascinating. One of my favorite types of settlement, in fact, is turning inhospitable wastelands into home. Oh.
What's up?
I'll wait outside.
What?
What? Why? It's way safer inside the village.
It's fine. I like being alone.
No.
If you head out from another exit, I'll just meet you there.
You sure? I know Yona would be really excited to meet you.
Don't force the issue now. Her mind is clearly made up. Not everyone loves the company of others as much as you.
All right, I won't push it.
See you in a bit.
So, Kaine refuses to enter any villages that we come across, claiming that she likes to be alone, but... Finally, the medieval fantasy adventure of the slutty femboy and the sarcastic talking book. Yes, Jay, that is in fact exactly what this is. And Kaine's there too. We are the slutiest of femboys. It's great. Oh. We got a quest up here. Yona wants to spend time with us again. Let's go say hi. $500 gold. Honestly, where do we keep getting this money? Is Yona, like, making money?
Say, next time you go out, could you pick something up for me?
Sure.
Sure, Yona. What do you need?
A melon.
Melon!
A melon? You got it.
Melon. Howdy, real-life Serana.
Don't forget.
I really don't know. I need to go back and listen to Serana, because I don't think Eris sounds like Serana. Oh, hold on, let's check my mailbox. Dear NieR, I'm worried. Dear NieR, I'm worried about you. You spend all your energy focusing on my disease, and whenever I think about how upset you are, it makes me kind of sad. I wish you'd slow down a little and not worry about me, because seeing you in pain is way worse than this stupid black scrawl. I know that sounds weird, but it's the truth. Yona. Aw, she's such a good kiddo. Adorable little child goblin fucking creature. Eats all my food and takes all my money. Let's see. I think it was due to the old mic back then. It was a double joke due to Bloodborne. Ah, I see. Yeah. I mean, the old mic was literally just me playing their sound from Discord through my phone. So it was just a super compressed voice. Alright, that's it. You all die. You single-handedly ended your entire friend group. I don't know. I hope you're happy. Well, yeah, that was some crazy shit. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to go back and play Bloodborne again. Maybe one day. Not the sheep. Little fucking rat. And they're not sheep, they're goat. I'm sorry. But they literally attacked me first. I was just minding my own business, walking through here, and they straight up picked a fight. Also, yeah, hello, Blondie. How are you doing today? All of you, I assume. I assume you're not like some coalescent entity, some hydra with multiple heads and lives that is planning to consume me and add my voice to its many, many faces and names. Right? That would be bad. Everybody take a shot.
What's
Eris needs
facade
to
like?
pee.
It's strange. Let's just leave
Me
it at that.
too.
Stranger than a
Blondie
Polish
also
young
needs to
woman
pee.
who battles monsters in her undergarments.
Damn, that was my
Let's go.
idea. Damn it, Blondie. What was your idea? Having to pee, or... I dare say, I don't know if that's an idea.
What is this? A fountain?
A fountain of sand? How does it work, like, mechanically, without the sand just instantly grinding down all the gears and stuff?
Wolves!
Look out!
So the first thing we notice here is, not shades, but wolves. Except... There is one wolf
Wait, they're leaving.
that is
That one
very
appears to be the pack
clearly
leader.
different. It's some kind of shade. But it's behaving strangely.
It appears to be out of service.
Oh, I hate it when my sand bath is out of service. I was going to pee as well, and technically you can plan when to go. Crazy. I'm gonna trademark pissing. Please don't. Eris, please. Don't take this from me. It's one of my few joys in life. Oh god, why is my... People be texting me as if I care what they say. Don't you know what I am doing? I am throwing my life down the drain for clout.
The gate is sealed tight.
Well, great. Guess we're not getting in.
Where is she going?
오! 아니 가인의 같아! 킷! 와르라! 엉긴다!
Angida. Every time you piss, I earn
these guys kinda-
$0.003.
Not exactly.
Today, Popola sent me a new book with a great big tree. I really hope it has a happy ending. There's nothing worse than a sad tree. Oh yeah, here we are, my favorite village. Welcome to Facade, a sand-based Venetian city.
A while back, I saved a local kid from a pack of wolves. Ever since, this town's welcomed me with open arms. Gotta be a pretty screwed up place if they let me in, huh? Anyway, I don't understand a word they say, so don't get too excited.
So despite the fact that she is
I suppose a quick
welcome
stroll
here,
about town is in order.
The language they use here is pretty crazy. So, good luck with that.
you know, I wouldn't be surprised if the Rothschilds don't eventually trademark basic human functions and would force people to become Augs like in Deus Ex.
The king lives in the big building. Figure out the rest for yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
What about you?
I'll stay here. I hate crap like this.
I don't know whether to thank you or wish you ill.
So, despite being welcomed here by the locals, Kaine still doesn't feel, like she belongs, so she goes, nah, I'll stay here. That's all I'm gonna say on politics. Been reading about their lawsuit all day. Fantastic. But welcome to the Pyramid Head tribe.
ってなんであんたサスを着てると
What are they saying?
Fascinating. They speak a language I have never before encountered.
キーラタイト
I feel bad that I can't understand them.
You could speak 1,000 tongues and still fail if you lack knowledge of another's culture.
It's true.
ペラッセグサ聞いた
I feel like he just called me a twink or some kind of slur.
Come on, Vice, help me out already.
I am a brilliant book of unspeakable value, not some dog-eared travel guide.
Can we still water ours the book?
I'd wager that huge
We
structure is the king's
can
manor.
waterboard the book, yes. We came to that decision last time. We believe that that is, in fact, possible because it does breathe.
How do we even get there?
The question is whether it will die first from, like, being soaked. Sandboard the book. We could probably do that.
With willpower and smarts, my lad.
Unfortunately, I have only one of those, and it is not smarts. romance the book. I would if I could. Liam O'Brien, my beloved. Sassy ass.
I feel like we're just going in circles here.
If only we could speak to the locals. I've no doubt we'd have little trouble reaching the King's Manor. We'll just have to suss out a route on our own.
Hello?
So,
Hello. But we don't speak their language, but there are a few things we can kind of figure out. For one thing, they seem to have a fairy of some kind. Whee! And we need to get to the opposite side of the village, so what better way than to just, hitch a ride? Now we could go all the way around and try and navigate the stairways and whatnot, and it is possible to get from one side to the other pretty quickly, but I think it's much more fun to just take a relaxing stroll in the Sand River? I don't get it. We've got a merchant there. But here we are.
No entry.
And after we finally made it all this way...
Yeah, it was such a trek.
Oh, this is pointless. Let us go back.
Turn to town entrance. They are kind enough to give us a warp. Despite the fact that they make fun of fast traveling. But they're not hostile. They seem kind enough. Oh no! I always think of a Chrono Trigger whenever I see this. If you don't know, in Chrono Trigger, there's a part where a girl falls over and drops her necklace, and you can interact with her in the necklace.
Oh, look. This
But if
one
you
lacks
pick up the
power of
necklace
speech.
first,
Perhaps she can
later
communicate through
on,
gesture. Let me see.
there is a trial that you go to where they determine whether or not you're a bad person, and witnesses will talk about if you helped her get back up or not. But this game doesn't have that, and you can't pick up the child first or help them to their feet. But I can't help but just remember that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am Fira.
How? You know what? Cool. Nice to meet you, Fira.
Do you need help?
I need all kinds of help.
Yes, we came here to talk to your king. But it turns out we can't actually talk to anyone.
I can guide you? Oh, she will act as our guide. How fortuitous.
How fortuitous.
But first, I must explain this town.
Oh, this ought to be good.
We really just need to see the king.
No, there are rules to follow.
Rules. They speak an unknown language, but also use ASL. Yeah.
Follow me. Well, there you have it.
Alright, Fira, lean on. Little pyramid head child. And thankfully we don't have to sit and listen to the ASL interpretation anymore. This is an item shop. All shops and houses in this city must abide by the following rule. Smiley face. Rule 106. Do not live on level ground. What?
Rule 106?
We have many rules. Oh boy, do they. Are you guys ready to lose your shit about this anal retentive society that makes Germany seem like a bunch of partygoers?
Is Rule 106 the reason for your labyrinthine system of staircases?
Yes, that is the rule.
Well, I suppose eccentric people deserve an eccentric town.
Yup. So, it is against the law for them to build on, like, normal ground. They can't have flat, ground, really. And, you know, it kind of makes sense for, you know, the area they're in with sandstorms and stuff. Would be able to just bury a town if it were flat. This is a sand skiff dock. Rule 115,017. We must view the town by ship before purchasing any items.
Oh, come now. What could possibly be the point of such an absurd rule?
I don't know. It's a rule that was in place when I first came here, not a new one.
Hold on. Your people are still making rules?
Oh yeah. Yes, I heard that we passed Rule 124,046 earlier this month. Could you fucking imagine?
Of all the idiocy, I could never live in this city.
So now we have to ride again. But oh, we get a cute little... We're sitting down and touring the town. And so we get to ride around again. We've got our little Venetian ferryman who's not actually, like, rowing or steering or anything. He just kind of stands here awkwardly with the spear and makes me very uncomfortable. While Pyramid Head just kind of A-poses in front, warding off predators. Yellow? They kind of reminded me of, is he commanding the skiff with magic? I don't know. I really don't. Oh, I love her little animations. Eh, what I do the Macarena. Eh, what I do the Sabrina. Eh, Macarena. Ay. But, yeah. This is a grocery. Rule 11,034. You must live at a level appropriate to your position.
Ah, so the aristocracy lives in the top levels, while the commoners subsist below.
Some things never change. Yes.
Seems like a rather unpleasant rule for those on the bottom.
Well, just because the sand flows downwards...
Does this girl plan to drag us about the entire town in this fashion?
Yes, she does.
She's just following the rules, Vice.
Skip Fear's tour? No. Let's go. Next. That's right, motherfuckers. I'm making you sit through this whole goddamn thing with me. Let's go and learn more about these 124,000 rules. Making Zote seem like he barely fucking talks. The 12 precepts ain't nothing. This town could be made of cheese in another reality. I suppose so, but I imagine it would smell fucking god-awful. I was watching a video earlier on, the making of, like, homes out of, not stucco, but like mud bricks and stuff, and how during the day they would absorb heat and then at night they would radiate it. So it's actually a form of natural air conditioning that makes like the indoors in areas like this like a really pleasant temperature at all times. And if we still used that technology, we would be able to basically air condition our civilization for free. But modern contractors and stuff refuse to do that because they get huge payments from like electrical companies for giving them the opportunity to install AC units and stuff. This is a Strange Things store.
A Strange Things store?
Yeah. Yes, a store that sells strange things. You know what, that makes sense, but I can't help but notice surfboards? Or I guess not surfboards, they don't have the fin on the bottom. Weird. And is that a cannon? Or just a pipe? Hard to tell. But they also have stop signs and other road signs and stuff. Is that a manhole cover? I think so. Caution, poison gas. How did they manage to get that one?
Such as...
I don't know. Things are so strange. No one is sure what they do.
Yeah, that is pretty strange.
It's a pipe bomb. Let's see, what do you have?
アルテルア
No, I can't tell. But yeah, I would love living in like a town like this. Can you stream Zombie or Shooter 2? I don't know what that is. So I'm gonna say... It's definitely not on the list of things I want to stream right now. Or that I plan on streaming. But if it's interesting, I may check it out. Are we stopping somewhere, or are we just going around now? Oh, here we are.
It would seem we are impeding progress.
Oh, my bad. Are they not allowed to walk around us? This is a store that sells raw materials. We use these materials to make masks. Rule 12, do not neglect your mask. If you want to live here, you must have a mask on at all times.
Yes, I was beginning to suspect that. It would seem we are impeding.
Oh my god. I think a rule might be that, like, you're not allowed to walk around people.
It would seem...
Oh my god. Child, please. Where are we off to, Sand Wizard? How did they make the sand move? Like, I understand that sand can move with, like, the wind and stuff. But if I'm correct, I don't see where the sand flows down. Oh no, there it is. There's ways that it flows down, but how do they get it to go in like a circular river fashion? Gotta be fucking magic. NieR. This is a weapon shop. This concludes your tour of the city. Thank you for your patience. I will now guide you to the King's Manor.
Thanks.
These rules are enough to make a sensible man reach for the noose.
I didn't need the rules.
I don't know how you survive in a place with so many inconvenient prescripts.
It's not so bad. Although I used to ask the same question and then someone told me, rules do not exist to bind you. They exist so you may know your freedoms. When I look at it like that, they don't bother me.
You're a good citizen, Fira.
Aw, look at you drinking the Kool-Aid. What is in Bioshock Infinite? We fill our lungs with water so that we may better love the air. Fucking what? I walk on Legos so that I can appreciate how soft carpet is. Like, dog, you don't need to do that. You can just stop and smell the roses. You don't need to shove your face in garbage before doing so. It will not make it smell any better, I promise you. It is entirely in your head. Eris says, I fill my lungs with water because I still don't know how to drink after 43 years of life. This is the king's manor. However, we have no king now. What?
You have no king?
53? I'm not that old, says Eris. Our king was stricken with a foul black illness and so passed away. His son, the prince, now rules this land.
The Black Scroll.
The Black Scroll. This is the prince's royal advisor. He would know far more about these things than I.
Thank you. All of this touring has been helpful for understanding your language. I believe I will be able to speak with this advisor myself.
He just speaks like English. He's like, yeah, what up?
We need to talk to the prince.
What's up, Eris? I'm afraid the prince is not taking outside visitors at present. I'd appreciate it if you could come back another day.
My patience for this kind of thing has long ago evaporated.
The king is dead, so the prince has taken over. Thus, the prince should be king, not without a coronation. Come on, Eris. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, Fira. Let's go back to Kaine for now.
Oh my god, we have to ride the fucking skiff again. Why haven't they made it happen yet? Because it's against the rules, Eris. Weren't you paying attention? I do love that they built a society and made, like, laws to help them survive and stuff, and then it just slowly got progressively more and more insane as they went. If this city was made of cheese, there'd be no rules. Yes, and there would only be one citizen, you, and you would eat all of it. The city would last not a day. They would tell stories of the fall of Cheesetopia, or whatever. King of Cheesetopia, yeah. Cheesetopia fell within a single day when the stomach of the Eris rumbled. That's the rumbling they speak of in Attack on Titan. Attack on Cheesetopia. But it's just Eris peeking over the wall. Oh my gosh.
Slow down, I can barely. The person who saved me. Surely you don't mean Kaine? Kaine helps you. This foul-mouthed hussy?
You can tell Liam O'Brien enjoyed that line. If you don't know, Liam O'Brien and Laura Bailey are really good friends. Eris just eating a hole through the wall. Yeah. In fact, in the first Critical Role campaign, Eris, will your fart be as strong as a nuke afterwards? All that dairy product? Truly asking the important questions. Will you get a tummy ache? I'm lactose proof. That's true, Eris. Despite the fact that, you know, they have a weak bloodline and everything, apparently Eris is like the only person I know who is not somewhat lactose intolerant, and I fucking hate it. Because I love cheese. I love dairy products. And I can barely have it. But yeah, in Critical Role, Liam O'Brien and Laura Bailey played twins. And they very much have sibling energy, and they love insulting each other. So, you know they enjoyed these lines.
Piss off, book. You guys done or what?
Piss off, ghost! Hey, did you hear the news? The prince is missing! What? We're in violation of Rule 83,348!
What's going on?
The prince is gone, and according to Rule 83,348, we have to start looking for him right away! No, you don't get it. The prince went missing in the Baron Temple. What? But Rule 50,527 states that only nobility may enter the table. Or the temple. That means we can't go look for him. But what about Rule 83,348? What about Rule 50,527?
Why'd they make a bunch of rules that contradict each other?
This is their way and their system of laws. As outsiders, we have no say in the matter. Now come, we should be off.
Yep, fuck these guys. Don't care. Just kidding, we're gonna talk to Fira. What up, kid? I'm going to save the prince. No, you can't. Have you forgotten about Rule 50,527? Oh, screw the rules. I have Pyramid Head.
That rule only forbids your people from entering the temple, right?
Huh?
So why not ask an outsider to save your prince?
Oh, and what luck! We just happen to have an outsider who can't stop meddling in the affairs of others right here.
Fucking protagonists. But the only ones who can enter the temple are...
I'm going to. Fira told me about Rule 1024. You know that one, right? Rule 1024. You must honor the request of any outsider owed a debt.
Damn, there we go.
That's how it goes, right, Fira?
Why did I ever agree to travel with such a pack of do-gooders?
You didn't.
Let's move.
You didn't agree, I just sort of took you. But yes, lead on. Let us be off, Kaine. To glory, to battle. To getting my butt cheeks chafed by the sand. Let me show you the way. Sandstorm. The fucking what? Oh god, we have to follow her slow ass. Run, child, run! Please, can I just, like, pick her up and say, point in a direction? Yoko Taro really did just do this on purpose. My dinner was just bread and cheese, and I guarantee you it will have no negative effects on me. Yeah, except the fact that you are missing vitamin C. You really need to have, like, some iron and vitamins with that. You should have some fruit. I took vitamin pills earlier in the day. Don't care. Where's Rick? Oh, but, don't care. Where's Rick? I've been rewatching, The Walking Dead again, and I forgot just how much I love Negan. Daytime food is for being healthy, nighttime food is for living life. Do you think Mass Effect and Dead Space would mix well? Yeah, I mean, we already have a case of, like, zombies, essentially, and machine zombies versus, like, weird space eldritch horror, zombies could be pretty fun. Two different mind-altering and corrupting entities, or powers. I will guide you through the desert. Please stay close to me. Okay. It's gonna be so hard to do so, though, because you move so quickly. But isn't this weird that the sandstorm is, like, just staying in place and not, like, moving like a sandstorm?
Beware the wolves.
What? Oh, hey, what up?
This sand is too much. I can barely open my eyes.
Should have worn a mask.
The moment I open my mouth, the sand rushes inside.
You have a mouth?
You even have a mouth? How does Vera deal with this?
Perhaps there is some manner of filter inside that mask of hers. It would seem...
Oh my god.
Keep a keen eye on your surroundings.
Oh my god, the wolves know sick flips.
Vera sure is brave, isn't she?
Sure is.
Such a minuscule body, she seems to possess almost boundless stores of energy.
Yeah, she's a little spitfire, a little go-getter. Although she does appear to be mute. Because we know that the other people in the village can talk, but she communicates through signs.
It would seem...
Oh my god, fuck off. Any goddamn day now.
It would seem...
It would seem we are invading Guardian.
Wolves!
Look out!
Fighting wolves tutorial. I wonder how we do that. Can you figure out
This
how to
girl
fight
must
the
possess
wolves.
extreme patriotism. Look how she gives all for the sake of her prince.
I don't know if it's patriotism. Although she is, look at her go. She is certainly not hustling, I'm gonna be so fucking real with you. I appreciate her running through a sandstorm with wolves, but running is definitely not the word I would use. Just kind of taking, like, a power walk through danger. The Baron Temple is just ahead. Oh, and one more thing. Obtain Baron Temple map. Thank you very much. Goodbye. She's doing her best, Doc. This is as far as I can go.
Thanks for your help.
Thank you, Fira. She's doing her best, Doc. Why doesn't she try the best of someone better, huh? What about that? What if she tried just not being a child? Then maybe I might consider her a living thing. Because everyone knows children are fucking mistakes. God, I hate children. Well, welcome to an interesting dungeon, to say the least. So we cannot progress through here. Doors sealed by a mysterious force. My mom always said I was a happy accident. Aww, you're a happy little tree. Alright, you ready for this? We're trapped inside, and the following actions are prohibited in this room. Leaping rabbit.
What was that supposed to mean?
It means if we try to jump, we will fail. We are not allowed to jump in this room. Whoa. And also, if we get hit, we get teleported back.
Sorry, what now?
Guess we have to play by the rules.
And also, anything you destroy eventually comes back. Irritating, isn't it? But we are able to push some of these into useful locations to aid us in our attempts to navigate. And I like how Kaine is not punished at all for getting hit or anything. Or maybe she is? She's apparently glowing with dark energy. I always knew that she was one of those kids that believed they had special dark powers. But there we go, Trial 1 finished. O Master of the Trial, 'tis time to devote yourself to the next ritual, or the next rule. That's right.
What a bother.
Now
wonder
we're
what this
allowed to
prince
jump
is
again.
like.
The man is tasked to protect his people, and yet he's made them toil to save you. I think that tells us everything we need to know.
Based? And what exactly
That
does
is
it
an
tell you?
incompetent fool.
What did he say?
Did I just hear someone?
I'm shonen protagonist! Oh shit, he got the dogs out. How dare you
Where
insult
did
me?
you come from,
Bow
boy?
down and beg forgiveness! I am no boy, I am the 93rd Prince of Facade!
Wait, seriously? But you're just a kid.
You're one to talk, you're hardly any older than...
What?
Oh no, he's being abducted. What is this thing? The fucking aliens got him. It's over. they took him. Me when I fucking get you. The following actions are prohibited in this room: Leaping Rabbit and Stationary Owl. Which means that we are not able to jump or stop moving.
Well, that was unusual.
Come on, we have to help him.
Or we could simply pretend we didn't see him instead.
Once again, Grimoire-wise being based. You know, we could just, like, leave him to die. Oh, master of the trial, 'tis time to devote yourself to the next rule. Well, I guess we have to go save this shitty kid. Oh. And we have another perspective switch. And we're dead.
Covered in sand.
Take care before all your health is lost.
What's up, y'all? Hey, T-Rex, how
I
you
hate
doing?
being covered in sand.
How you feel about quicksand?
Yes, do try harder not
Were
to
you
fall
always
in,
warned
won't you?
as a child about the dangers of quicksand and how it would be everywhere? I wasn't. Hey T-Rex, yo T-Rex, hi T-Rex. The gang is all here. It's delightful. Quicksand is great. What's up, Eris? The following actions are prohibited in this room: Racing Wolf, which means no sprinting; Evasive Mouse, which means no dodging; Magic Spewing Bat, meaning using magic attacks.
God damn it! This shit's starting to piss me off!
Kaine!
Oh no.
What in the... Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Let me go. Let me... I'm gonna kill you when I get out of here.
The claw. Oh. Oh. Was it because I moved slightly fast? Oh god, so I have to frickin' tiptoe through here. Apparently, human meat isn't kosher. Really? How did you figure that one out? Kosher? Huh? Fascinating. Kosher is like the dietary law of Judaism. Like, you can't eat pork or things like that. I wonder why. Right? Damn. What? Oh, actually, now that I think about it, we can jump. Can you not sprint? No, if I move any faster than this, I get teleported back to the start. Trying to figure out which religion is going to let me eat ethically sourced human meat. Fuck! Timed it wrong. Technically Christianity, but only if it's Jesus' flesh meat. Technically blowjobs are cannibalism, so... Damn, there goes my, whole, meal for the week. What are we defining as cannibalism? That's a good point. Name at the bottom of my ocean card is Jesus. If you want to find him. Ow. How much of a person would you have to eat? Asking the real questions here, Blondie. Like, if someone eats their boogers, if a kid eats, like, their boogers or whatnot, is that considered cannibalism? What about fingernails? Can you not chew your fingernails? I think it's more about the intent. Possibly. How long does it take to come back? Not long at all. I think it's more if you eat a body part, not a fluid body part. Fuck! I tapped and I saw and I was like, oh no. So if I go over here now, okay, but if someone is like drinking blood, it's like in several ancient cultures, blood drinking was a thing. Would you count that as cannibalism? I think yes. Like, yeah. For example, I'm thinking of, like, sheep. That's called being a vampire. When you shear a sheep, it doesn't cause, like, physical harm to them. In fact, it's actually beneficial for them. Same with things like people cutting their hair or trimming their nails. I consider that to be kind of ethical, and it's also not something that is, like, required for the organs and stuff to function. So, I'd consider that not cannibalism. But blood, I think, would be cannibalism. But more than that, would we consider saliva to be cannibalism? Are you able to swap spit with someone? What if it's blood that's donated? Well, it depends on how you consume it. Like, if you drink it, then that's different, but... Oh, Jay's asking, why do we want to eat people anyway? Does it matter? Like, ask yourself, does it matter? I want to eat the meat. Yeah. Don't you want to know? Wait a second. First off, yay, we did it. O master of the trial, it is time to devote yourself to the next rule. I realize there's a way to do that much faster, because attacking lunges forward and it doesn't technically count as moving. So I could have just done that straight through the middle, I think, and I probably would have been fine. So it has to be actually eaten and cause harm to count. Is that the consensus? I feel like yes. Or it must be vital. No, it doesn't need to cause harm. Yeah, it's not that it causes harm, but that it is part of, like, the body's regular functioning. If you were to remove the full amount of it, it would cause death or serious harm. The following actions are prohibited in this room. Protective turtle, magic spewing bat. So we can't block. And we can't use magic. But thankfully, the fools have given us power. Behold. Or like a little bit of liver. You can have a little bit of liver. As a treat. Exactly, T-Rex. Donated flesh is ethical cannibalism. Okay, but what if it's not donated for, like, consumption? What if it's donated for, like, scientific experiments, like a cadaver or something? Can you eat that and it still be, like, morally acceptable? It is a scientific experiment. No, because we already know what it tastes like. And you see, you were able to block 3 or 2 with just 1 stone. So we now have the ability to just push right to the end. Pork. What about pork? Oh, it tastes like pork? Is that what you're trying to say? I wonder if that's why it's not kosher. Partially, but also the idea that pigs were, like, dirty and, they rolled around in the mud and ate their own shit and stuff, and, you know, back in the day, diseases and stuff. I feel like it would be more about the acquiring, maybe? Hard to say. But yeah, like... Wait, are we still talking about cannibalism, or are we talking about pork now? I was meaning why eating a person's not kosher, Doc. Oh, yeah, it's not kosher because it tastes like pork? That's funny. I'm trying to think, would you... Is it? No, it's actually not against kosher. Eating a person is not against kosher, it is against halacha, which is like the sort of Jewish law, which is different than kosher, which is like the religious sanctity of meals and stuff. Halacha is more like how to behave and all of that. So specifically what this is saying is it violates the rule that we are not to derive benefit from corpses. We're not allowed to harvest organs or desecrate bodies for our own need. Or not for need, but for want or self-benefit. But it is not strictly prohibited by kosher. Cannibalism. Following actions are prohibited in this room: evasive mouse, magic spewing bad. Okay. Now, what if the person's not dead? That'd be kind of weird. There we go. Master of the trial, it is time to devote yourself to the next rule. Because you said the rule was for corpses. I'm not seeing anything against it, other than it's frowned upon and people consider it pretty bad. Is a severed limb a corpse? Technically, yes. It is the flesh of the dead, and thus, or it is dead flesh and must be treated with sanctity. So, that is not kosher, but, yeah, this is weird. But it's also stated that, like, in order to save a life, like, if you are starving, you may consume human flesh. What the fuck? Alright, what nonsensical trial / rule is this? Blade-wielding tiger, which means...
rules shows no signs of slowing.
Easy, Vice. We need quiet or we're gonna mess this up again.
These masked folks suddenly enjoy their bizarre customs.
I wonder what drove them to make such complicated rules.
Love finding loopholes, right? That's also kind of the spirit of the religion. I think I've told you before about how Abraham essentially went on to conquer like 90% of the kingdoms at the time. Well, not conquer, but got like insane gifts and destroyed all of his enemies by pretending his wife was his sister and then marrying her off to like kings and nobles and rich people. And because God said, like, you can only be married to one person, the kings and stuff that married, or like the do not covet someone's wife, whatever, because the marriage was against Jewish law, God would strike down the kingdoms rather than punish Abraham and his wife. Which is kind of fucking insane, but it's also kind of hilarious. Like, you can't tell me that's not the funniest way to destroy your enemies, is getting them to sleep with your wife, and then God said, hey, what the fuck? And just, like, lasers them. A second pillow has hit the heiress's cozy spot. Oh no. Soon Eris will be EP the goer to bed, and there is naught we can do. Is there a rule for this area? Health salve, medicinal herb. 'Tis a sad day, may you sleep peacefully. Rest in peace, Eris. Oh shit, I got pyrite. Fool's gold. Silver and gold won't save my rotting soul. Alright, what we got now? Falling actions are prohibited. Evasive mouse, which means everything else is fair game. Vesa, used by martial arts, physical strength +4. Abraham weaponizing rules, lawyer god. Yeah, literally. Also with the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, he basically argued with God. It's like, you know, if I understand they're like, you know, 1,000 unfaithful savages there that, you know, like, broke your law and everything. But if there were, like, 100 good people there, would you still... Or, like, if 100 of them were faithful, would you still annihilate the whole city? And God goes, you know, probably not. So then Abraham says, well, what if there were 10? Would you sentence those 10 to die? And God's like, well, no, I suppose I shouldn't abandon my followers. And then Abraham said, what if there was just one believer? And then God basically said, alright, listen, you go find that one believer, tell him to get out, and then I'm gonna nuke the place. This is getting too complicated. And so that's how Abraham convinced God to let him get his brother out of basically certain death. His brother Lot fled from, I forget if it was Sodom or Gomorrah, but their family left, and it was, you know, his wife, Lot's wife, looked back, saw the town getting vaporized by the angel of death or whatever, and then turned into a pillar of salt. And then comes the part that I get kicked out of Bible class every time for insisting it's the literary hook, where Lot's two daughters go, how can we cheer our dad up? I know, let's get him liquored up and sleep with him. Yeah, the Bible's weird. Though it's still not my favorite part. If she's salt, it's not cannibalism anymore. That's true! I think we solved it. We just have to get them to witness the true power of God and turn into a pillar of salt. Why didn't I think of that? That's genius. We figured it out. Ladies and gentlemen,
What's this?
we solved cannibalism.
Well, this doesn't look suspicious at all.
I smell boss fight. We've done a great thing here today. Pack it up. Good job, people.
I suppose that was to be expected.
Hey,
Give ourselves a
look.
pound on the back, a round of applause, a medal, the Nobel Peace Prize, certified hood classic, whatever you want to call it. Goodbye, child, whose name I still do not know. My roommate says hi for your information. Hello, Blondie's roommate.
That
Oh.
mewling child is inside.
It's the
Without any rules to bind us, we are free
cube.
to unleash the entirety of our powers.
it's about time.
So this boss fight is, I'm gonna be so real, really not that challenging. It's kind of a bullet hell
What is this
where
thing?
you go by layer and try to destroy the red cubes. Cube boss, cube boss, cube boss. Only one is, you can only destroy the red ones, and only one
I detect magic within the glowing cubes.
cube is red at a time. And you can destroy the brown ones, but, you know, they'll regenerate, and it's a whole obnoxious thing going on. Owie. Yowie zowie. Come on. Thankfully, this is not the true boss. This is just kind of a warm-up, I think. If I recall correctly, this is just kind of an intro to kind of this cube-based combat. Cuberty. Yow, yow. Forgetting the dark ones you can't, destroy.
How mindless.
Beat Saber players would go feral. I'm sure they would.
The guardian of this temple is a curious sight indeed.
Says the talking book.
Yeah, it's Cube Boy. Boy. Ow. Is Cubert. It totally is.
This is a powerful foe.
Indeed.
There you are, you bastard!
Kaine!
Oh,
Kill
kinda
the
escaped.
shit out of you! Now hold still and die already!
What a badass.
Ah!
No, no, he's re-cubed. Ruh-roh. You have broken cube law. Prepare to perish. Alright, now for an actual teammate
How did you find
fight.
us?
Beats me. I just kicked a bunch of ass and wound up here.
And without even bothering to get dressed.
Fuck off, book.
Kaine, the glowing cubes take priority.
Screw your priorities! I'm gonna kill this thing my way!
So once you do enough of that, it'll change form.
This should prove interesting.
And it will become some new method of Toho's insane jigsaw of death. Toho is a series I've referenced before. It's Bullet Hell, and I really love Bullet Hell games, but it's one of those things where I am never ever gonna play them on the channel because they are incredibly boring to watch, in my opinion. But playing them is a ton of fun. But as you go, it gets easier? Question mark? Maybe. There are lasers and stuff now, but the fact that we don't have to move our target as far makes it a lot simpler, to be honest. Is there a master? An alt spark? Get wrecked. And it crumples into sand. Yo, did he just climb out of the bottomless pit? No, maybe I had you wrong, kid. Also, yeah, he was the only one not wearing a mask. Da 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 da. God, I fucking... Oh my god, the reference. It's so good, but also, like, come on. Prince! My liege, have you any idea of the trouble we've... the royal mask!
カイザム・デサラというと
Our people have suffered since the king's death.
シアトと
I was too young to bridge the gap between our people and other civilizations.
コスキ
Trade has come to a halt. We lack food and water, and the people despair for it.
ペルア
The This mask is an emblem of the king. With it, I can project a strong image to other lands, and our people can be prosperous once more. My prince! Rules do not exist to bind you. They exist so you may know your freedoms! It's so bad, so good. I get why the city is called Facade, right? These are the words of the previous king! My father! I'm just gonna give him, like, anime shonen protagonist voice. And now that I have his mask, I believe I can ascend the throne. Isn't that right? Of course! Hail! All hail the new king! Rules were made so we could find loopholes, right? How can I break a rule if it doesn't exist? I apologize to you, my foreign friends, for all of your hardships. I swear by my new position as the King of Facade, I shall grant whatever you desire. Okay, what about like a sandwich? Y'all got Taco Bell? Please, please, what is it I can do for you?
Oh, no, that's alright. We were just happy to help.
Nonsense, speak your desire, that I may see it done.
I believe the Regent has just given us an order.
I guess so. In that case.
I need a double cheeseburger and hold the lettuce. Don't be frontin', son, no seeds on the bun. We be up in this drive-through, order for two. Got a craving for a number 9 like my shoe. We need some chicken up in here. In this dizzle, orizzle my mizzle. Extra seed in the pickle. A cola for my brother, another for your mother. Double, super size, and don't forget the fries. Hey.
How about you make Rule 0? And have it say that if people don't like a rule, they can vote to change it.
Dear God, anarchy reigns.
A splendid idea.
Very well. But my king, this cannot be. Our people have long memories. We shall never forget the debt we owe you, no matter how hard the times. Such is the way of the masked people. And thus, we shall grant your request. Still, that alone cannot repay our debt to you. Please, accept this. Obtains the one-handed sword, Rebirth.
Thanks. But I think most of your praise belongs to someone else.
Thank you, Fira. I am sorry for all that I put you through. It's not a problem.
Do you know how to cure the Black Scrawl?
Honestly, I really do like the prince. He's one of my favorite characters in the game. They introduce him as like this huffy little brat, and you're like, oh, he's gonna be obnoxious and I have to babysit him. And then it turns out he's like actually just a really chill person who's trying to do what's best for his people. And it's like, oh shit, damn. Ah, the foul disease that claimed my father's life.
So, even a king couldn't recover from it.
I fear everything we tried ended in failure.
It seems there is no way around it. We'll have to collect the sealed verses after all.
Yeah, it's the only lead we have.
Pardon me, but what are these sealed verses?
We came across an old song that says if we find them all, we can cure the Black Scrawl.
That sounds stupid.
And yes, we are well aware that refrains penned by minstrels half in their cups are hardly a reliable source of information.
True.
Hey, I'll believe anything if there's even a sliver of hope it could help me save Yona.
Yeah, you know, you gotta have some.
And I'll collect verses, orbs, crystals, magic goat meat, whatever.
Magic goat meat? Also, the little jab at Final Fantasy with the... Yeah, I'll collect crystals, fuck it. Ah, one moment, please. What? Can I ask you to visit us again? To return as friends.
Of course.
Yeah, sure, dog. I still can only hear Tanjiro whenever he talks.
Just try not to get yourself kidnapped again, hmm?
Of course! Thank you! I promise to be careful. Obtained the sealed verse. Obtained Dark Wall magic. Erect. A magical defensive barrier. Charged to increase the size of the wall. We never forget a debt, no matter how much time has passed.
I'm worried about Yona.
We never forget a debt. What do you gotta say, Fira? Come visit us soon, okay? Of course. Anyway, shall we look around the town a little bit? Oh, actually, while we're looking, why don't we check out this sword? Its magic power and its strength are slightly lower. However, it has gone from lightweight to very lightweight. And you can see it is insanely fast. Compared to what we were using before. So even with moderate speed, it's alright, but you can see that there is some lag in between swings, and the recovery period is somewhat long. But that goes out the fucking window with Rebirth. Holy shit. Very, very strong weapon. Let's see. As per Rule 4202, I will be hereby engaged in the trading of materials. So what you need? What you got? Crystals, clay, amber, wool, and wolf hide. None of these are particularly useful. I thank you in the name of the rules. Come back soon. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I can hunt my own flesh, thank you. I am perfectly capable of murdering the animals of the land. Yeah, you can see this place, despite how big it feels, it's pretty quick to navigate. Really not that difficult in the slightest. And I'm dead.
The space between my pages feels crunchy.
I'd give anything to jump into some water right about now.
Despite your inability to swim, are you mad?
It was a joke, Vice.
I love when they make meta jokes like that, because NieR is just drowns because they don't want you exploring the water. As per Rule 10,547, I will hereby engage in the trading of food. Oh, come in, marvel at my wonderful selection. You got any melon? Thank you. Can I sell anything? Do I have anything worth selling? In the recovery potion, I guess. I need to do some, side quests and stuff. And also see what I can sell without issue. Elaborate machine. We definitely don't want to do that because it's used for upgrading. Excuse me. So we'll do side quests to get some money at a different time. For now, I just ran in a circle. Alright, well, back we go. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around, have to keep moving on. Guess what lies ahead, only one way to find out. Just keep on moving ahead. No time for questions, follow my plan instead. Must in what you see. Take my leave, I'll set you free. Follow me, set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. Hey, Kaine. Let's head out. Also, I'm gonna go back to the Lily Leaf sword because I already upgraded it. With magic words. But yeah, NieR being voiced by Tanjiro's voice actor. Definitely something. And now we get to explore a little bit more. And by that I mean there's basically nothing here worth our time. But we can harvest some loot from the animals that we can sell later. Wolf fangs are somewhat valuable.
I suppose rules are rules, even if they are absurd.
I don't think they're absurd.
Oh?
Those rules are important to the masked people.
You don't say.
I do. And I think it's important we respect that.
Well, well. The boy is beginning to sound like a man.
No, you think so?
I'm not a kid, you know.
Dog,
Hey,
I'm like 10.
less talking, more walking.
I think NieR's like 14 or something, and Kaine is like, I think 16 or something at this point. Or like late teens. I say at this point, because there are parts of the game later on where like time passes. Wait, no, she's like, I think she's 20, early 20s, now that I think about it. Speaking of Demon Slayer, I saw the movie last weekend. Ooh, how was that? I wish I had the time to make mods of mods. What does that even mean? How was the movie, T-Rex? Worth checking out. I still need to catch up on the show. I haven't watched since the Swordsmith Village. It was amazing. Good to know. Yeah, I've always... I think I'm not alone in this, but the animations for Demon Slayer have just always been fantastic. And as we got later into the series, of course, it just got better and better. Obtained 700 gold. Damn, Yona. Who are you stealing from?
Yona,
Oh,
how are you feeling?
better. Now that I'm taking the medicine you brought.
Yay!
Good.
By the way,
what they did with Akuza was great.
Are you gonna stay here today?
Sure, I'll stay.
You bet.
Really? You'll stay with me? Really?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, Yona. I'll stay.
No.
Yay!
Now get back to bed.
Okay.
No. I hear a voice. I squint and see a boy standing before me. His hair is silver, his skin is pale, and he stares up at me with hard, glassy eyes. Soon his lips begin to move, but no sound comes out. What is he saying? I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't. I try to leave, but something about the boy holds my gaze. I watch his face, expressionless as his lips slowly flutter. I'd highly recommend it. I can't wait for the next movie. Sounds good? What is he trying to say? Wait. It's a phrase. I can almost make it out. It starts with an S. Then there's an E. I can almost see it now. The letters begin to fall together, one after the other, faster and faster. Sealed verse. It's a sealed verse. Thing I'm looking for. The key to saving my sister. I stare at the boy with renewed ferocity, trying desperately to make out his next word. Dream. Dream? What? What the hell does that mean? The lips move again, faster now. I can't follow them. Damn it! I can't make it out. I want to scream. I want to tear the walls down around me. But instead, I force myself to be calm. I can do this. I can do it for Yona. Slowly, ever so slowly, I parse out the letters that make up his final words. Forest of Myth. What's so mythical about this forest?
Just a dream.
What's your source? It was revealed to me
My
in a
dreams are hunting
dream.
sealed verses.
Sup, kiddo?
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Yona.
What's wrong? Are you feeling sick too?
No, I had a strange dream.
Was it the one where you were upside down covered in tar and feathers with fans on you blowing from different directions again? Yona, I told you to stop bringing up my weird wet dreams.
What was it about?
But yes, it was the tar and feather one.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
'Cause I had a dream too.
Oh?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Me and this boy were playing a game together.
So we're good mythical morning films. Sounds familiar. I don't recognize whatever show that is.
What kind of game?
It was called Guess the Words. I think he made it up because I never heard of it before.
What?
How did it work?
The boy would move his mouth, but no words would come out. Then I had to guess what he was trying to say.
Oh shit. The same
It
dream.
was hard. I wanted to play hide and seek, but we had to play his dumb game instead.
So what did he say?
I don't know. All I could figure out was dream and forest of myth. But don't worry, I'm gonna study hard so that next time I can figure out everything.
Aw, a little
We
diligent.
should play a game together sometime too.
Alright, read my lips. No.
Sure, Yona. I got your melon, Yona.
Have a melon.
If there's anything else you want, just let me know.
Well, since you offered, would you mind getting me a watermelon?
A watermelon this time? Sure thing.
Watermelon. Do I have one? I feel like I have one. I could just be insane, though. I have a bunch of seeds, but no watermelon.
Something troubling you, lad?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
So both NieR and Yona are having...
I need to go ask Popola something.
Dreams about some glassy-eyed, white-haired twink telling them to go to the Forest of Myth. Sounds fucking weird. I wouldn't trust that shit. They all have helmets on their heads, but They all have helmets on their heads, but I got watermelon instead. Some motherfuckers need a boat, but I got watermelon to keep me afloat. I don't think that's the actual vine, what he says in the vine, but it's what I say.
Please get that Please get that.
Please get that. Please get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that boom boom boom. Gotta get that boom boom boom. That boom boom boom. That boom boom boom.
We've got some new.
You got watermelon? Nope. You fucking suck. I don't think any of these are particularly useful. I don't think we can actually use the leather boots in any way. Well, let's just keep them just in case.
Come back.
Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Sounds about right. Dented metal bat. Leather boots is apparently raw material. I don't know about that one. I don't think a finished product can be considered, you know...
Excuse me, but have you seen my son?
No, Marlin, I haven't seen your son. Nemo's swimming off to open sea!
I don't think so. Why? Is something wrong?
Gotta help me find my son!
When I got home, I found a note from him that said he was leaving and not to look for him. What if he's left the village?
It sounds like he's left the village.
Please, you have to help me. I'll pay you whatever you want.
How many kidneys you got?
My son shouldn't be too hard to spot. He wears a very odd hat. You can see it from a mile away.
Sure. As ethical cannibals, do you think game dev is a good idea these days?
Okay. If I see him, I'll let him know his father is worried about him.
It really depends on your background and sort of like your connections. Because on one hand, a job is a job is a job. As long as you're making money and you're enjoying what you do, then that's the good life, really, I consider. But, of course, if you are torturing yourself to make ends meet, and your passion becomes something you're enslaved to, then obviously that's problematic. There's a fine balance between going with the industry and sort of what's standard and being forced upon people now, and kind of losing some of that creativity, but getting job security and working on larger projects with other people who have creative minds as part of like a larger studio, or risking putting yourself in a indie position where you make less and the odds of success are much, much lower. So, in terms of it being a good idea these days, more than ever, game development is still in demand as they want more and more games. People are constantly wanting things to play. But at the same time, you have to be able to compete. Because there are plenty of other people looking for those same spots. So, I'd say as long as you're not casual about it, it's fine to pursue. if it's something that like you just kind of do on the side for fun, but aren't serious about, then definitely not. But if it's something you can see yourself waking up and doing for 8 hours straight every day, then maybe, yeah, maybe consider it. Okay, if I see him, I'll let him know his father's worried about him. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. I forget what I was supposed to be doing in here. Oh, goddamn, it's beautiful.
That's 3 medicinal herbs, 3 berries, and 3 royal ferns. Just...
Which job should I give you first?
Ooh, we got some stuff. Thanks, Cannibal Man. No problem.
I think Popola is still suffering from that stupid cold. Can you go check on her for me?
Sure.
I wrote down the client's location on your map, so head over there to get the details.
Of course. Popola's got a cold. Let's go say hi to Popola. Damn, the music in this game is still making me...
squalls in our village now.
The music of this game is so incredible. Anyways, yellow. We haven't seen any more loading screens that were bizarre and from some time we didn't recognize anymore. Well, hold on, let's go help this woman finish sorting the books real quick.
The second book is back where it belongs.
Oh wow, that's a huge load off my mind. It's always nice to meet someone else who appreciates the value of a good book, you know?
Nothing beats a... You know what's better than sex? A really good book.
Anyway.
Apparently I was already done and I just forgot to collect the reward. Awesome.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi.
Was Poppin' Popula?
I just got a strange letter in the mail.
People. Dearest Popola. Oh, sorry. Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. I was hoping I might be able to get your advice, Dream, on the matter. Recently there have been dream reports, dream of a certain dream of dream, evil dream, empty dream curse, dream evil dream words, dream, and dream, someone dream.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Is it? I feel like it was pretty easy to follow.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
Huh.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them.
Situation sounds fucked. I'm not going anywhere near that.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Could also start with making games as a hobby/side hustle to see if it develops into a viable career. That's very true.
I'll check it out.
You will? But...
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Oh, well, alright. Thank you.
Of course. No problem, Popola. Also...
The Forest of Myth is...
Yeah, that's cool, but, like, don't you need herbs? Dream. Y'all remember Shark Boy and Lava Girl? Dream.
The Forest of Myth...
Oh my god, she's not gonna let me do the quest until I go off and fucking deal with Shark Boy's Dream 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 song. Mr. Electric, send them to the principal's office! The Adventures of Lava Shark and Boy Girl. I should probably mention, the fragile delivery that this guy wanted me to do before is relatively difficult. I'm pretty much Randy Pitchfork Jr., so probably just gonna make NSFW games. I mean, there's money to be made there. There is certainly a market for it. Especially since I think Steam started allowing like more adult content on their platform, so you have an easy way to monetize it as well. But yeah, I wish you luck with that, I guess. NieR came back! Came home to see me! Yay! Also, notice that while there are dates in the journal, we don't really have a time frame. Yep, a lot of NSFW games get abandoned though, I'm sure. I feel like I know a lot of people that are like getting into making like adult like content. Thanks Doc, thanks Rex, of course. Neil. I wonder if I can upgrade any. Wait, no, I need like titanium, don't I? Of course, Jay, anytime. Yeah. Always welcome for advice. It's part of my goal in working on this channel. I think I told you that I want to create like a community of people that can like genuinely come and help each other out, that they don't need to have like a benefit or something. I want it to genuinely be a place where people are willing to put themselves out there in order to just help. A place where, you know, people can heal or better themselves, or whatever may come with that. Ooh, the Forest of a Myth. The Forest of Fifth. Also, you may notice that despite everything we've done,
sure
the
is
map
quiet
is like on Steam. There's a fucking game called Sex with Hitler. So if that was loud, I think anything
You know,
you
a
make
little
can't be
optimism
worse.
now and
You
then
know, as
wouldn't
long
hurt,
as
Vice.
it's not like children. That's a pretty low bar. I think it should be pretty easy to make a game without children in it. So that shouldn't really be an issue. But yeah, you know, welcome to the Forest of Myth. Eris, you would love it here. You know, that might be the only game I haven't seen people criticize or dislike. I don't know, what about, Rock Simulator? Rock Simulator, last I checked, was like 100% endorsements, no criticisms.
Hello?
Real bright and cheerful, Pogola.
Dude won't speak.
Hi there.
No words.
Beware.
Of what?
Beware the word.
words? What do you mean?
Contagious words.
Oh my god. It
Those
slurs.
Dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Wait, hold on. The text box has gotten bigger. Weiss's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
I don't know about you, but I haven't heard of a single complaint about Cookie Clicker. That's true. The mayor stared at NieR and Weiss.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
What?
In your dream?
In your dreams. The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream has spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. And the text box has grown larger and more opaque. Weiss stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here.
He said,
Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes.
said the
I
mayor.
think you have.
In other words,
Said NieR.
we've caught the Death Dream?
Before the mayor could confirm NieR's suspicion, Weiss exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who NieR had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream.
Said the mayor.
A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
NieR and Weiss racked their brains, but could find no easy solution. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
I love how he's arguing with a narrator. The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Weiss looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to NieR like a contagion. Make a casino in a SFW game with Hitler. Wait, said NieR suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing his startled Weiss aside in the process. You must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming or something. That dreams or... Oh. No, it was about dreaming or something that dreams or... Oh, what the hell was it? A sheep! Cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, NieR's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of paper from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at NieR. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm a mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. Once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. Isaac, make us whole again. And I won't stop trying until it happens. NieR nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second, I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said NieR, just ask. Now hold on, I did not just say that. Silence, cried Vice. Grimoire looked from NieR to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Vice's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us that nothing can exist in this dream without you knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right! You're right! I had no idea you were coming! The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Vice, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We're as eager as you to be done with this place. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of NieR and Vice. We're all counting on you. Does anyone have tips for getting rid of a headache? Aside from the usual, like, have water and, like, gently massage your neck, not really. Shower's good. I always recommend, like, having, a nice cold refreshment, like, the colder the better, because, it helps, like, distract your mind. Tylenol, sleep. Yeah, those also help. My noggin is killing me. I'm sorry to hear that, Blondie. I've always got, like, tension headaches and stuff. If you put your, like, hand on your shoulder, right where, like, your middle finger is, if you reach far back and you place it, like, right underneath your shoulder blade, and you just kind of, like, press in and then pull your hand up like you're scraping, that will kind of loosen up the muscles there, which can help with tension. But other than that, I got nothing for you. Sorry. Scale of 1 to 10. 17. 69. 420. Like 5. It's not a migraine, but not fun. Yeah, I've consistently got like around a 2 or 3. Thanks, guys. Yeah, sorry I can't really help more, but yeah. As NieR slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? NieR's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging NieR to pick up the pace, grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, NieR snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. NieR leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. NieR slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? NieR could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as NieR's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hands from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree, 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 zree. Shakak, shakak, shakak. Chick chick chee, chick chick chee, chick chick chee. Woo woo woo, woo woo woo. Chick chick cheek, chick chick, chick chick, seek. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, NieR began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out. They were asking a question. 1 with it is lacking. 2 with it is ideal. 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place? Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? A secret? A seesaw? How should I know? I believe the answer is a secret. But at the same time, I can't help but feel like a seesaw is kind of funny to imagine 3 people trying to use it. The answer is a secret. Inwardly furious that Weiss left the task to him, NieR sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insects stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before NieR like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at passing the test, NieR moved on with a new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said NieR after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the wheel of this forest for some happy pet you can simply befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, NieR picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Light? Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it. NieR grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. Sunlight! A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. God, this is gonna be murder on my throat tomorrow. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Also, I find it very funny that they're like, oh my god, yeah, it's so beautiful and great, and all we have are fucking words. I find that very funny. Yoko Taro does it again. Fucking with the audience. Hey, look! Cried NieR, waking Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? NieR walked up and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began NieR. Before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Now this is a pretty famous riddle. This is just the Sphinx's riddle. NieR tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing here, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Weiss, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said NieR. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? A man? Nay, we are but men. Rock! This is not the greatest song in the world, no. This is just a tribute. This is riveting, right? Honestly, this is my least favorite part of the game, but at the same time, I do find it very funny that Yamantaro is like, nah, fuck it, we're just gonna, like, put a text adventure game in this. We're gonna make it a visual novel. The mist dissolved around the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garments aside. Oh no! Revealing his true identity. Oh no! It's Diddy! You're the mayor! Cried NieR. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a vision of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As NieR watched, mist seeped from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When NieR and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it! You actually made it back! His left hand grasped NieR's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right hand seized Weiss by the cover and swung him through the air. Gah! By the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we are successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. NieR withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. I'm falling asleep. This is so soothing. I'm glad. We broke the Deathstream's seal, he said. At least, I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as NieR filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. NieR cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Sleep tight. Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. NieR and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten, continued Weiss, it is words that control the death dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breathing slowing. This is the final time, began the mayor. Or the first time. First time I've felt so tired since I was in prison there. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dreams. NieR shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh, wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did it! I'm back! He blinked once, and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. Must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at NieR and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor. A wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure, said Vice. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swinging on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Vice. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. NieR and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed a gold had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Vice, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, NieR mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle, and the mysterious words he had left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. NieR tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. Probably doesn't mean anything. NieR gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Obtained sealed verse. Obtained dark execution magic. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. Charged to increase the number of spikes. Very nice.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
I beg to differ. My fucking throat is so sore right now.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Who could this glassy-eyed, white-haired boy who told us to come here be? And they're saying a version of us that was not us. Could it be the boy from the prologue?
Don't overthink advice.
Yeah, that sounds dumb. Anyways, why don't we wake up, Oh, it's glasses. I thought, like, she just had, like, a serious case of, like, raccoon eyes. I was just giving us, like, a death stare.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way.
Enter this villager's dream? Why,
Can't
yes.
say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison is tucked beneath the stairway in a long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes, and eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior. I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. This is a product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry. For the love of all the gods, help me. Possibly I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy and a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, exploded with pain, and I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I asked, shaking the hands covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Weiss. This is NieR. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as NieR extends his hand and pulls me from the cell. My eyes are slow to adjust to freedom. My ears are keen as ever, as they recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. I never thought to hear that again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Weiss. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you're weak, but you're our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. Oh, wait. Apparently I had to select and proceed north. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds, back again, until the horror dawns full on me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know. Insanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. And my mind grants me merciful blackness. I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I squint down a dim corridor and proceed east. I squint down a dim corridor and proceed north. I squint down a dim corridor and proceed north. At the end of the path, waters raised to my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray that this is the way out. Eventually I can stand the sight of water no longer, and so turn my eyes upward. Imagine my surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging on a faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person in the prime of life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. Styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people had lived long, long ago. One subject wears an outfit that particularly catches my eye. It is constructed of a thin, breezy cloth, decorated with a motif of flowers and birds, while encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It is a stunning costume even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I am struck by a desire to touch it with my own hands. Yet, as I extend a single finger to the painting, I am gripped by a most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. Is it another prisoner? A fellow inmate trapped for eternity in this place? I cannot let it pass, so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow beneath the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there would be no rescue. The poor soul is long dead. Scraps of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of the fabric has survived, but it features the same delicate designs that were depicted in the portrait. I have been admiring a row of corpses, blocked from view by portraits of each victim at their pinnacle. Enough! Shielding my eyes, I paddle forward through the water. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed south. Oh my fucking god, my throat. And I will proceed east. At the end of the path, I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Man, how long does this last? For fucking real. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rest china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head. As the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, then slowly back away from the table, desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me. My gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs prove to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat, up the back and down the arms. It explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began, for if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. Against all hopes, we make it to the front door. "Break it down!" someone cries, and so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with NieR and Grimoire Vice, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way. We find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above us are still dark and foreboding, but to the west I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters. Sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress? Your dress, asks Vice. Then you are a woman, madam. I am. I proffer the two a smile. I suppose that comes as something of a surprise, seeing as how I only exist in the form of words. I can see the one known as NieR is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description, but he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallway and corridors, clearing the smoke away from the root. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life. As shades.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
I hear that.
Thank you so much for saving me. I
You're
never
welcome.
want to have a dream like that again.
Oh my god, how long have we been going? 2 hours and 41 minutes. Oh my god, I still have one more to do, I think. Jesus fucking Christ. Well... it's finally over. No, we still got one more. I might as well knock this out tonight, right?
And another victim. This work certainly is trying.
No kidding. Enter this villager's dream. Fuck! Right? Oh my god, my throat. Oh, I need some water. Well, let's get on with it.
I figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
Alright, now to do it without voice acting, because fuck off. A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Vice and NieR had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away. What do you think, Vice?
So they're looking at a city. As Vice considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage,
He said. Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. NieR nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed out through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made NieR lightheaded, so they're literally walking through the city after it was destroyed. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The planning had already begun. Vice tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said? No, no joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear. NieR glanced at Vice's grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. As time passed, NieR's feet grew more painful, and his throat drier than he thought possible. I'm feeling that. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We are definitely getting closer, said Vice, in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, NieR lifted his gaze. Suddenly, he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open, his finger pointing in the distance. Water, he cried, it's water! Water? Asked Vice. Preposterous, I don't see any water. Over there, just ahead of us. Look, the sun is reflecting off it. Without waiting for a response, NieR sprang to life and bounded towards the site. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. NieR closed his eyes and sighed as Vice floated up behind him and chuckled softly. I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things. NieR shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more. Wait, there it is. I just missed it. Look, it's right there. NieR sprinted off again, leaving Vice with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, NieR came to a halt. Could have sworn it was right around here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue, shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour until an exasperated Vice finally floated up to NieR and struck him in the face with his cover. Enough, you blithering idiot. Stop this at once. There is no water here. There is no Easter Bunny. There is no Queen of England. NieR's face clouded. There isn't? There is not. Perhaps next time you'll listen to me when I tell you as much. Vice paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase is not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the city of art. NieR looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. They're huge, cried NieR, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big. Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up towards the sky. But that is where the similarities ended. So yeah, a bunch of buildings in the city. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. What kind of city is this? Said NieR. Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use. The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautiful carved works with the lights of red, amber, and green dangled on over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed in material they had never seen before or encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around here, NieR and Vice eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shapes of humans. NieR uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. The 3 statues were indistinguishable, except for a single word chiseled into their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final one read Gamma. As NieR moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of the sculpture. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false one will speak only lies. With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and a form as they began to breathe. Hey, look at that, said NieR. They're alive. The triplets bowed low before NieR. Please, said Alpha. You have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to NieR and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's a fake, you know. I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta's fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. Their respective pleas given, the three statues returned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city. When you consider all the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Vice. NieR furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one of them is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth, the false ones will speak only lies. I'm thinking Beta. So that means that Alpha is lying, Gamma is lying, because Gamma said that Beta was lying. Okay. Beta said that Alpha was lying, so if two of them are lying, it only works if it's Alpha and Gamma. Beta telling the truth would mean that Alpha is a liar, thus confirming that, and then Gamma calling Beta a liar would make Gamma a liar. So, I think it has to be Beta. The real one is Beta. Though NieR's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was released to see Vice nodding at him. Alpha was telling the truth, began Wise in a dry tones of the lecture. Beta and Gamma would be fakes. In that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is a fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar. Therefore, that theory crumbles. Now let us presume that Gamma... Yes, I just explained it. Finally, let us assume that Beta is telling the truth. As Vice finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, villager, said Vice in a cheerful tone. The time to awaken has arrived. Thank you for saving me, cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as it could go before an uncomfortable NieR pulled him to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Asked Vice. Have you been to the city before? The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape and shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this. At the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. Deja vu, muttered NieR, just like the mayor. A vague sense of unease that struck NieR during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind.
That was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
I agree.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
And with that, I believe we are finally fucking done. I don't think it would be as bad if we were given visuals, but the fact that it's just words. Just words.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you.
Obtain the one-handed sword Faith. Oh god, it's over. Yeah.
Wow, this looks valuable.
Thank fuck.
I can really have it?
Hey, Blondie, you're still awake.
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
It's a weapon. It's really effective, especially against living things. You're still with us?
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again for everything.
I apologize, but I need to crunch some ice. Yes. I'm gonna feel this tomorrow morning. I realize we've gained some new weapons, and I should probably read, like, the stories for those, but I'm not in the mood to fucking read anything right now. I'm gonna be so goddamn real with you. We just spent, I shit you not, about 55 minutes of reading. Holy fucking shit. What the actual fuck, right, T-Rex? Oh god, says Blondie Locks. Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. No wonder my throat is sore and I'm about ready to fucking die. And it sucks because I know the lore for this area kicks ass. But oh man, voice acting that was rough. I'm gonna get to a good stopping point.
So how was the village?
Fucked. Burn it to the ground. I'm done with that shit.
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
I appreciate that, Vice.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on.
It was
there.
great. Don't want to talk about it.
Get out of my way! I have to save Yona!
Calm down. You cannot prevail if you are blinded with rage.
Ow. Please let me kill stuff again. First is interesting, but after a while it just seemed kind of lazy design. Yeah.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. you've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick, after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried. So, maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
Alright, I think that is good enough. Next time, I'm gonna do a big lore dump on... Actually, no, I could wait till later.
A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys had fun. I certainly did for a while. Before the text. It haunts me. But, yeah, if you did enjoy, maybe consider liking, commenting, subscribing, all of that. But what really matters is that you take care of your health, your mental health. That is what really matters. Take care of yourselves. Have a good night. Get some rest and avoid the text. Bye-bye.